Hello guys! In this video I want to talk about how to make meme montages. Mostly Dark Souls PvP meme montages, but it can also be useful for other games, I guess. Before we begin, I want to say that I am not an editing god, but I am really fascinated with this topic and I wanted to share my own knowledge and observations with you. This video won't be super detailed and I will only touch the main points of making meme montages. And they may or may not be obvious for you, but anyway, hopefully it will be still useful or at least entertaining. If we are talking about Dark Souls meme videos and meme montages in general, there is a thing you need to know. Editing isn't the most important thing there. I mean, it is, but it's not what you think it is. Editing isn't only a set of Adobe Premiere skills, and it's not about what fancy things you can do there. It's more about how you see the whole picture and how well you understand what you need to do to make it as good as you can. Because every person who knows the very basics of any video making software can do pretty well with PvP montages. Meme montages consist of three main things: game footage, appropriate music, and the memes. And here is where the hard part begins. It is pretty much like with books. You know that you need a story and characters, you even might know some different parts and tricks of storytelling, but it's not that simple to cook something with these ingredients. So how to make meme beats properly? Let's start with three main basics I mentioned and let's discuss them one by one. Number 1. Game footage. This is the easiest part in my opinion. I know that some people like to collect top tier godlike PvP battles, but those are usually people who focus more on gameplay and not using memes at all. But for meme montages, game footage isn't that important. Just look at some of my videos and you will see I have nothing special to show you. And it's okay, because my main focus in these videos is to make them entertaining. So my point about game footage is that it should be good enough, but you don't need to worry about it that much. Just play as you can and be sure you have enough of more or less decent clips to show in your video. Second point about game footage is that it must be good enough for the memes, of course. I call it meme momentum. It is when you watch all of your footage before editing and you already start noticing meme potential in those clips. It's like sometimes you watch raw clips and you're like, and later on you either force some memes into those clips or let them be empty or even cut them off. And there are also times when you watch your stuff before editing and you're like, oh, this one, I know how to edit this. And that is what I call meme momentum. When you almost instantly can see the memes and you don't need to think about them, and of course you don't need to force them. You can't really do anything about meme momentum in pre-production. It's only the matter of recording your gameplay long enough for those right moments to appear. Part number 2. Music. This is where things get trickier. I myself know that finding the right music can be a real pain in the ass, even when you are experienced at making videos. So how do you choose the right music? It's important to know that you can't just take any song and slap it on any video, unless you want your videos to look like this. Whatever music slapped on whatever footage with no memes. Action isn't matching music, no flow, no rhythm, just a recording of someone playing a game without any effort to make a video entertaining. Very lazy and boring video. And I'm saying this like an ex-fighter fan. In fact, he was one of the people who inspired me to make my own videos. So I'm not hating on him, I'm just saying that objectively he's not even trying at this point. But what is good is that he is a perfect example of how to not make those videos. So what do you do with music then? First of all, to choose the right music, you need to think about how do you want your video to be. Will it be fast or slow? Do you want to use instrumental music or with the words? Will it be serious music or chill, and so on. Sometimes your video dictates the music and sometimes it's the other way around. And there is only one way to understand if you chose your music right. If it fits, of course. If it fits with the action and with the memes. You should work with your footage with the music you chose, and you should feel the flow. The edit should come kind of more or less natural to you, and you should feel how your audio connects with your video. Of course, it won't be always like that, but you must go for it, and it should be your end goal considering your music choice. Part number 3. The memes. Ah yes, the memes. Now we officially reached the spiciest part of this video, because memes you will use will be a defining factor of your video's quality. If you will get good at it, you may be lucky to make your video look like this.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Jack.
Frostbite isn't even that bad, you casual.
And if not, well... When it comes down to memes, there are some rules you need to know. Rule number 1. Don't ever use dead and cringy memes, unless of course you can use them right. It's not super easy, so most of the times you don't want to use them. Unless of course... Fortnite! Rule number 2. Instead of dead memes, it's better to use fresh memes, obviously. But also be careful not to use them very often, and keep in mind that they will be only good looking for so long. By the way, here's an example of one of my earliest videos, which was never posted.
That'll hold 'em all white.
This is how fresh memes will look in a year. Not so good, right? So yeah, be careful with them. Rule number 3. Use situational memes and classic memes, such as this, this, or this. And by situational memes, I mean any audio and video clips which can be used in any suitable situation for that. It can be a commonly known memes and also your own ideas. Rule number 4. Best memes are the ones that you came up with yourself. It can be a text, audio and video clips, green screens, bits from movies, and any fresh ideas from you. The best YouTube creators are always using their own jokes and make their own videos creative in different ways. It's not easy, but it's the most fun part of any video. I can't really say much about how to do this, because it's a creative process, and the end result will be depending only on your own creative genius or its absence. Part number 5. Let's say you understood all previous parts. Gaming footage, music and memes. So you can make videos now, right? Well, yes. But actually not quite. Because when you start to make them, you can notice that something is wrong, and you can't really tell what it is. I want you to notice this thing by yourself. Watch these 2 clips and say which one looks better.
I'm fast as fuck, boy. Still fast as fuck, boy. Ha! Got him!
Brutal, savage, wrecked.
Bruh.
Psych!
And everything is alright. I got a beat from Kim, and she could do it all night. Called up the homies and I'm asking y'all, which part are y'all playing basketball? Get me on the court and I'm troubled. Last week messed around and got a triple-double. Freaking brothers every way like MJ. I can't believe today was a good day.
Uh-oh, guess what time it is?
I can't believe today was a good day. A good day.
Second one, right? But why? The answer is breathe in space. You see, although both of these clips contain nice music and not lazy edits, which are actually fitting the action, the second clip is noticeably better. If you will watch the first video from start till the end, you will notice that almost every moment is filled with memes. I remember I was so afraid to be boring, so desperately wanted my video to be fun and cool edited, so I was putting memes everywhere. And that's not what you want to do, unless you want to over-edit, but I will talk about it a bit later. And here lies the biggest question of any memer wannabe. how do I know how many memes are enough? Well, it's a good question. You actually don't know. It's impossible to know, and it's hard to say for sure. It all comes down to experience. I remember how I was super worried about this moment of video making, but then, with the time, I just realized that you can't fully control it. You just need to be true to your own meme principles and trust yourself. And you will see how it works out for you. And then you will know what to do or not in the future. What was helpful for me in this regard is to watch other creators. And I was so fascinated by how each of them has their own style, their own rhythm and signature moves. For example, young maestro can go through a lot of footage not even using any memes at all. And his video still will be super fun to watch.
Ancient wisdom, arcane art, martial prowess that will stop your heart. Epic power, discipline, nuclear moves that always win! I spent the I am a master cause I practiced
I don't know how he is doing it, but when you watch his videos you don't need to see memes every second. His video is the meme. In a good way, of course. Just watch some of his videos when he doesn't use memes for most of the video length. Honestly, he's doing it in most of his videos, and it's the way only he can do it. If some other guy would try to replicate this, it will probably turn out to be awful. However, we also have a guy like Albino, or some say Albino, the editing king, professional shitposter, master memer, and the best example of over-editing done right. You can watch any of his videos and you will notice right away that every second is filled with memes.
Let's do this.
What's up, fuckers?
Hello.
God, fuck this! Fuck it!
And you can only do this look awesome if you can edit like he does. You can do this right away no matter how hard you will try. Once again, FighterPL is the perfect example here. He is a big fan of Albino and you can clearly see that in some of his videos. But if you will compare his video and Albino's video, you will notice the difference.
Is your mind?
Why is that so obvious? And why Fighter's feed looks like a parody of Albino? Editing, skill, dedication. Albino isn't only really good at editing, but he also spends a lot of time on making those videos. And Fighter probably thinks all you need to do is just slap in a shit ton of memes and you will be good to go. But that's obviously not how it works. One more example of god tier editing is Project Goof. Once you've seen Goof in action, you can't place anyone before him. And although young maestros and Albino's memes are no doubt the dankiest out there, no one outdone Project Goof in creativity. To top that, he has godlike editing, wholesome and genuinely funny jokes, and one of the most impressive skills in the game. His Natural Born Invader series and even some of his out of series videos are just so good I don't know that much words in English to describe it. Just check out some of the moments I picked and see it for yourself.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together.
See what's happening?
I should call you up
and they don't
invest
have a
a dime.
clue.
And you say
They'll
you
fall
belong
in love,
to me.
and here's the bottom line.
Imagine how
Brother, help me!
Long live the king.
Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French plays.
Like young maestro, he also can go through a lot of video unmemed and it will still look amazing. It just looks so natural and fresh that you won't notice any flaws. To end this video, I want to give you a short but important conclusion. There are a lot of really good Dark Souls memers out there. Some of them are 1 in a million, like Project Goof or Young Maestro, and some of them are sort of more common. But the thing is, I genuinely believe that they are all awesome. Not necessarily equally awesome, but what I'm trying to say is that I would watch all of them. I appreciate Goof's titanic efforts to make the best videos he can, and I also appreciate half lazy but amazing anyway review on videos. I just think there is no one way to make those kinds of hits. You don't need to be Albino, you don't need to be DengueGM, just be yourself and make the best you can. I hope this video was helpful in some way, or at least entertaining. Thank you all for watching, bye! Also, I hope it was possible to listen to my English, and yeah, I'm sorry. I don't speak English in real life, and it's actually my first time speaking to a microphone. So yeah, I know it's awful, and I have a really noticeable accent. I think it's no point to say from which country am I. Also, for all of my homeland viewers who watch me and thought I was English-speaking guy.
Got it!
Thanks all for watching, subscribe, leave a like or a dislike, leave a comment, and hopefully I'll see you in Demon's Souls. Bye.